Okay, I'm a ding dong. I totally thought I was in my stream the whole time. I forgot to push live. But anyways, welcome. Anyway, welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period, live stream straight from the media room for Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. It is getting set right now. The stage is getting set. It's kind of getting a little bit more busier. I did take some footage of the media room, and they also have a dedicated museum because it is the 100th fight knockout fight night here at MGM Grand Garden Arena. It was actually really cool because I was at a lot of those fights. I worked a lot of the fights, and I was, I came to a lot of those fights. So just to kind of see a lot of the things that has happened here. Some of them were obviously before my time, but I will be putting it. I will edit it into a full proper video on its own for YouTube for all of you guys to see, and then I'll shoot it vertical so I can put it on socials because it won't do any justice if I crop it to 9:16. But I want, yeah. So that's it. Let me just finish posting to let people know that I'm online, live now. Live stream. Live. Okay, live now. No, I don't want to do live now. I think I'll do this one. I don't like live streams. Okay, there we go. On the Best Women's YouTube channel. Hi, Antoine Suber. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. I know it's starting out. Well, I have to just finish this post so let people know that we are live right now. Here we go. Yeah, it's fight night is almost here. Well, fight week is just starting, so this will be interesting. Let me just tag these people so I can get this going. Nancy, Best Women's. Be right with you guys. Show. David Martin boxing. Come join. Okay. All right. Look, thank you. I'm just there. Yeah. Thank you. Let me just move this mic. So I got my normal spot on Radio Row. So this is table 1, so I can get this. As you can see, they have like this really cute like living room setup here. This is cool. Can you guys hear me all right? How's the sound doing? There we go. Can you hear me now? I don't know. I'm not sure. Just let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me and you can see me. Is the sound quality all right? Ow. Yes. Okay, good. So as you can see, they're setting up. I don't know if you guys saw the workout or the grand media arrival. Tank didn't show up. Kind of sad, but I'm hoping he will be here today. But I know Frank Martin will be here, and Errol Spence is supposed to be here. Derek James, they're going to be here. As if you guys have not seen my interview with Frank Martin from his media workout, go check it out on YouTube. So good. It's a really good interview. Any truth to the rumors that Tank missed the grand? Yes, I just said, yeah, I don't know if he's overweight. That I don't know. I'm not sure. That I don't know. I know he didn't make it. We don't know why, but Tank is Tank. Tank is Tank. Let me just repost this on our socials. Oh, and I want you guys, so I don't know if you've heard this. So Saudi Arabia, the Turkey Al Sheikh, is looking to buy all of the boxing promotions to create a boxing league that is similar to the UFC. So as fans, what do you guys think of this? Do you think it's smart? Do you honestly think Bob Arum, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, they're all going to give up percentages of their company or sell their companies? And then if that means Saudi runs boxing, I want your thoughts on this because I'm curious. There's not a lot of information out there about this, so I can't really delve much more into it. But I heard from people that always work the Saudi fights is that it's not from what they know. It's not they're not buying the promotion companies. They're going to have a minority stake. But I think once I heard this, the first thing I thought of was women's boxing will be no more. We are a women's boxing show, not necessarily that we only interview female boxers, but we are two women in boxing, and kind of sucks. I love it if we can get the best versus the best. Just don't think it will happen. You know what? Yeah, in a perfect world, we do. We all want the best versus best. It's called. Let me hold on. Let me just respond to this. I'm on my live stream for my show. My friend that helps me learn boxing, because you're going to hear me talk about boxing more for Superbook from the Westgate here in Las Vegas. Good point about when it's cool. It's so everyone, Tank probably ain't coming out. I see Eddie Hearn going for that deal. I can't see. I mean, imagine if they had to sell Matchroom. No, I think from what the person clarified, it's a percentage, a small minority, but still, when I don't know, I still love the thing of all the promoters working together and putting fights on cards together, like the 5 versus 5. Why can't they continue doing that? But like I said, we don't know the specifications of this. It was just like a headline. I want to do this. Yes, you have everything that we want. You can make happen because you have a bajillion dollars. I changed my mind then if no women boxing, right? I mean, think about all the female boxers, the ones that are starting up, and that's kind of like saying to all the young female, the kids, the girls that want to become fighters, where are they going to go with that? And then Katie Taylor. So it just makes no sense. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong if that is the case, that they'll do women's boxing. But as of right now, we haven't seen any fights except for Ramla Ali on the card, but that was against Joshua and I forgot who. Thank you. Okay, so did I repost it on my best women's? I gotta make sure I reposted it. Did I not tag it? Uh-oh, I didn't tag it. Did I not tag? Did I not tag? I did. Did I? Best women's boxing. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully people join in on the fun. I don't know. I honestly don't know Team Steel. Hi, LW Boxing. Thank you guys for joining. Jason Pros. Thank you guys for all joining. I didn't know what time to go live. So whenever the presser starts, I can leave the live stream on. You guys can totally stay on. If you guys are at work, you can't watch it. I have to go run and actually film it on my camera because it is footage. So I'm, double duty. And so I don't know. That's like the big talking point right now. And unfortunately, a lot of us are talking about it, but we don't know what more to say about it because we don't know the logistics. I think it's, everyone is talking about, ooh, they have the money. They have the money. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Do I have my thing on? I don't even think my mic is on. 1 second, guys. Y'all. Nope. I think you guys are hearing me through my, you guys are hearing me. What's up, Najee? Come on in. I am. Come on in. Najee, chill.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Oh my God. Are my eyes going bad?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. This is like you don't know if you had too many drinks, or is it blurred out? Like it's a little, little tricky.
If you guys don't know him, Najee Chilla has the Cigar Talk podcast. It's dope. I commented. I watched your Calvin Ford interview.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
No, it's really hard. I've been trying to get Calvin Ford, but he just lives somewhere else. And but he has such a great story. If you guys don't know, Calvin Ford has been with Tank Davis from the very, very beginning.
Scratch.
So when I heard that when Gervonta was out in the streets just hitting people, I said, "What are you doing that for?" And he was a kid. So it was refreshing to hear, because Calvin doesn't talk to a lot of people.
He doesn't. I thought it was so interesting that their relationship dynamic, like a lot of other trainers, but it's very father figure.
Yeah.
Father son kind of interaction. And like he said, he's had Tank since he's been with him since 5-6 years old.
God.
And to see it from there, the one story he told that kind of gave me goosebumps. He was like, the day I knew I believed in him, he said, I was running out of money. I was working in this store and everything was bad. Yes. And he was just like, I told Tank, yo, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm running out of money. He said, Tank looked at me and just said, believe in me, coach. Like, just believe in me. Like, I'm going to be a world champion. And he said something about it when he said that. He was like, I knew it.
It was so sweet to hear, because it really was like hearing a father-son story.
Yeah.
Just when my son's going to be great, because he believed in himself first before I saw it. And so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. So you guys check out Cigar Talk. He's gotten, it's kind of hard, because
I'm trying to keep up with you.
I'm trying to get some of these interviews, but it's hard because I'm a girl
and
I can't be traveling. I have a toddler, so it's a little hard.
Yes.
But you're getting some really good interviews, and I applaud you. Me and John, we always say this every time. We have to find a way to work together. I love his work. I respect John, and I respect your work. We love what you do.
The collab is coming. I'm gonna need y'all on my channel, what I'm saying, so we can do something together and cook up, because I love what y'all do. Seriously.
Thank you. Yeah. So, were you here yesterday?
I just got in this morning. In.
Oh well, welcome to hot Las Vegas.
My God.
It's not steamy. It's just hot. It's the heat wave. It started last week, and then it cooled down to like 102. Then just for you guys, it's 107, 110.
They knew I was coming. They had to make it hot. Hold up, were you here yesterday? Like, Tank didn't show up?
So people were saying, I'm like, what's happening? They said, is it true that he didn't come because he was overweight? I said, I have no idea. I don't know.
Speculation.
I know, you boxing Illuminati theorists. We don't know. I mean, but it was kind of weird that Tank did tweet out, like, I the way he writes ION. So don't ion, not like something about possibly not showing up to the press. I'm like, why you tweet that? Like,
I don't. You know what? Tank is very calculated with what he does to me. I think a lot of times in tweets he's sending messages and trying to
we all be screenshotting because he deletes it.
And he knows, because he knows this is a thing. So I don't know. I think he was just trying to shake things up, and this was his way of, garnering some attention and publicity. I know everyone talked about it yesterday, like, how is he not here?
No, but it did kind of suck that, there were people standing outside waiting for him. There were kids out there. And I really like Tank. I think he's a great show, but people spend hard-earned money let's just say they were only able to come for the grand arrival.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
So it was tough. It was tough to watch, but Benavidez got the show. He got the spotlight.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, he's fighting Gvozdyk, and he's moving up in weight. So 75. That's a really interesting fight.
I love it.
I think it's a great fight.
Benavidez is a big guy too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I interviewed him I went to his house. And I'm 6'4", 220, right? So like, I'm standing next to him, like, man, this guy is kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to see him, moving up, and I think he's done everything bar Canelo at 68 to do. David Morrell also,
right?
75 is very interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does.
If Canelo might eventually have to move up in weight, I mean, unless he decides to wrap it. It's not like he's getting fat by any means.
Yeah,
but he either he just doesn't. I don't know. I told Canelo in our interview for Best Women's Boxing Show here, I said,
one of the best interviews out, by the way. He loved it. Yeah, of course. He loved it.
When I said, I think your fight with David Benavidez will be the last fight of your career. He's like, oh, we'll see. And he was the only everyone that asked it before, he said he got mad. He's like, don't ask. Why are you asking? But I just the way I asked it,
Yeah.
I was like,
you're slick or you smooth with it. You're smooth with it.
But then I asked him during the grand arrivals, and I'm like, there's a David Benavidez poster right there. Like, how can I not ask?
Got to.
I have to.
Yeah.
But I think it's but you know, I personally, and I've made this very clear to many people, and I don't care for Berlanga Canelo. He doesn't deserve it.
Why? Yeah. Why do you say that? So I just interviewed Berlanga like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And of course, he's like,
I deserve it.
I deserve this. Who else? If not, but that is a cool question, right? Because Benavidez is out. That's not gonna happen.
So David Morrell vacated because he's tired of waiting, and he's moving up in weight.
So who else?
So I saw a post, and I don't know if it's true that Berlanga's supposed to fight Andre.
Okay.
Andre boxes.
Don't tell Berlanga that. Don't tell him that.
And I honestly, I interviewed Caleb Plant at the media workout. I think Caleb Plant, Berlanga does well, and they're both deserving. And Berlanga's funny. He's like, "Who have you fought, Caleb?" No, you just did not say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Who did you fight?" He's and Caleb's like, "Well, he fought Steve Rolls." Okay, yeah, well,
that's a good point.
And it's a good payday. You bring Puerto Rico. I understand that, but that's like a fight that will look at Canelo and Berlanga like, really?
I agree, but I think the only thing is I've seen Canelo take fights that were in that vein, like
I know
John Ryder.
No, but he says he's fought everyone that he's asked, which I guess if you want to collect belts and you're fighting your mandatories.
True.
But Berlanga, I mean, David Morrell and David Benavidez were his mandatory. So, and like, I like Canelo. I have nothing. I just want him to fight the best. But hey, he can do whatever he wants because he is the face of boxing.
Listen, I agree with you. I think he is waiting for David Benavidez. That's his last fight. That's the cash out.
Right.
I know if I'm Canelo and I'm saying I need 200 million, that means I'm leaving. This is it. Grand opening, grand closing.
But then when he says it, let's see, will someone bite? Of course, there's Saudi money.
Oh man, Turkey Al-Sheikh, what's going on? We want to see it.
Did you hear? So we were talking about this earlier. There's not much information, but did you see Turkey Al-Sheikh wants to do a boxing league like UFC?
Man,
yes or no? What do you think?
All right, so there's pros and cons to it. I think I'm more leaning to yes than no. I think Turkey has. He's very ambitious, as we've seen, right? Mm-hmm. I think some of the matchups that he makes are kind of like dream fights, and they are same weight classes.
No, he's just like I want you, Jay Apatai. He's like move up to heavyweight.
Yes,
it's like, but if you're being thrown $20 million, okay, I'll eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like that. So, but I think he's been able to do things to me currently that no one else has been able to get done. Right, the fact that we have cards where Top Rank is working with PBC and Golden Boy is now working with, you know what I'm saying, Matchroom and everybody. It's just like, I think Turkey's shown that he's bringing something different to the table that kind of makes it interesting. He's
literally putting all of our fantasy fights that are alive to reality. Now, I did speak with a couple of UK people who are more familiar with it because they're always working the fights, and they said it's a minority stake in all of the US promotions.
Okay.
But it's still a minority stake.
Okay.
So think about it. Bob Arum, he's like 92, 93. He built this company. Do you think he's going to give a percentage of his company that he's built from scratch? Golden Boy. That's the top. That's
Bob is like, I love Bob.
He's great. Bob Father is great.
Bob Father.
He interviewed him too. He's so great.
Bob is so cool. And no, I think I can't see him selling, man. Bob is just like his own guy. But listen, I love Turkey. I call him Big T in my neighborhood. That's Big T. Big T. Same boxing.
No, it's but the one thing that I kept saying when I saw that, I'm like, no more women's boxing then. Think about it.
You have a really good point there.
Like,
you have a really good point.
Because we've only seen one fight, and that was on the Joshua card. That was Rama Ali, but she's Muslim.
Yes.
She's also a celebrity. She's a model, and she's a boxer. She's a really good boxer. But I haven't seen any other women. So what happens to that? Like, we'll do everything, and then you guys take care of the women's. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely has to be something that is a focus and like a focal point.
Right.
If he's doing that, because that's important. I think the women's game has grown immensely in the last few years. I'm waiting on. I'm sick that Mike got hurt because I really wanted to see Amanda and Katie go at it part two.
You know what? I wish that Turkey was like, let's put Amanda and them on the in the LA card. But
yes,
that's not his call. That's Jake. And I hate that because someone else's injury, it affects the undercard. So that's a lot of training.
it is.
You can't overtrain, and then if you train, if you stop and then try to get back, like the injuries happen. I feel for them.
Yeah, I do too.
And
but that's a good point you made about the women's game with Turkey. I didn't think of it like that. It's a very good point.
Yeah,
I'm going on Twitter to make sure my voice is being heard.
it is. It just makes me sad because I did see. Unfortunately, I saw a lot of boxing. Oh, there are some fans, assholes. They were like, "Who cares about women's boxing?
Come on,
Stop it." Like if your
They
little
will beat
sister
your
wants,
ass.
yeah, right.
They will.
Go try to
Come
have
on,
that conversation with Michaela Mayer
Right.
and Clarissa Shields and Katie Taylor. You tell that to their face.
Speaking of women's boxing, I think Alicia Bumgardner is mad at me. I'm very
What
sad.
did
I'm
you do?
heartbroken.
What did you do
I
now?
didn't think I did anything. I mean, all right. So I interviewed Adrian Broner right before his fight.
Oh, it's about the whole AB remark.
Yeah, but I had to ask him. I said, "Do you think you went too far?" And he said a couple of things that
I saw
he's
that.
funny. So I was laughing, but not in a way like I was trying to disrespect him. So Alicia, if you see this, I love you. Please unblock me.
She blocked you.
Yo, she blocked me. It's crazy. I like her too.
I don't know. Okay, so Terrence Crawford. Okay, you're going to be obviously at that fight. Do you want to see? I mean, Madrimov is tough.
Yeah,
He's
tough.
very tough. So let's just say he does get through Terrence, or Terrence gets through. Do you want to see Canelo versus Terrence?
I do. I think
at what weight class? That's the problem.
You're right about that. Well, one is Terrence would just have to move up to 68 because like the cash cow doesn't move down. That's we're not. There's no catch weight. I'm the cash cow. If you want this, this is what it's gonna be. Period. So I respect that, but I think it's tough. It's a tough spot for Canelo. I don't know if I'm Canelo if I take that fight. It's a lose-lose, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think he beats you. Oh my God, you lost to a guy that's at 154.
Yeah.
You lost to 47. If you beat him, you only beat a guy that was at 47. So it's like it's kind of a lose-lose, but. I mean, there's something enticing about two guys that we consider, I think, on everyone's list, top 5 pound for pound. You know, that are able to go at it. And of course, the weights are a little bit different, but if anyone's able to pull that off, it's Bud Crawford. That dude is different.
He fights like a big man. He's just special. I don't know because it's not like we get to see him all the time to fight.
Yeah.
And when he comes out, it's like wow. And for Turkey to get Eminem to perform,
dude.
They couldn't do it for BBC because it's $1 bajillion to pay Eminem, and there's a lot of hoops to get through. But for him to be like he's going to perform before his fight,
oh my God!
I wonder how much money was. That's like,
you know how crazy I was. The palms are sweaty. These weeks,
right?
I was so hyped. Like,
oh my God, even
amazing.
Just the walkout alone was just incredible. But for him to be performing, he can perform all this. I don't care. You can do a whole hour show.
Yeah.
Because we're live and it's a good fight. But if it was on TV, I'd be like, come on, let's get over with the fight.
Yeah, he brought out a fishnet and everything. Like he was well prepared. Like that was Terrence Crawford's moment. Errol Spence is supposed to be here. I'm excited to see him. How do you feel about Errol? What do you think? Where is his career at? So
I really like Errol as a fighter, but what happened with Terrence Crawford, it took part of his soul. So who was it that told me every time you go into the ring, whether you win or lose, a part of you is left there. No matter how hard you fought, doesn't matter. Yeah. But the way he lost, the beating that he took was so bad. And I mean, and he's already had a lot of adversities, like his eye, his car crash. Like that's a lot. God is, like you need to slow your roll, dude. Yeah. I don't want to see him in another fight as of right now. I think maybe you have money, you have your family. God has given you 3 strikes already, and you like
you don't use up.
Like you're not a cat. You're not a cat. You don't got 9 lives. And I think he should just focus on Man Down Promotions.
Yeah.
Focus on what his farm, whatever he's doing.
He has a farm.
He's got a farm. And then
That's
just
cool.
do a stable, and I don't know. Like I wouldn't even know if he's supposed to fight Fundora.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. The brute in me wants one more ever. Like Errol, don't leave like that. I don't want to remember.
Yeah.
My last memory of Errol Spence should not be an ass whooping. That doesn't feel good to me.
I know.
I've been Man Down Promotions in my head for the last 10 years. I gotta see just a redemption. Don't fight Terence Crawford. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, no
Don't
one
wanna
wants
see a
to see
rematch.
that. I don't.
But at least like maybe a Fundora or
No,
like
Fundora. I think if you are not the size of Fundora, because Fundora can box, he can brawl. We
Yes.
saw it. Tim Zhu, we saw
he
it.
showed wrinkles in that
He
Tim Zhu
did.
fight.
And
Absolutely.
so I think every time, even if Terence Crawford fought Fundora, every time that you're going to try swinging up and Fundora swings down, you're going to get elbowed just like Tim Zhu did. So it's not because Fundora is doing it on purpose. It's because he's so flippin' tall.
Yeah.
He's going to clock you, and it's going to hit you here. It's going to hit you on the head.
Yeah.
And you saw it. Tim Zhu was out because the blood. There's a
That was
main
bad.
vessel
Yeah.
here, and it's a bloodline that just ends up. That's why it was so bloody. I mean,
Like when you get angry, that one vein that's like
yeah, it pulsates. Like,
yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, I see
It makes
what you're saying.
me sad about that.
All right, well, what about there was a fantasy fight that they were saying Errol Spence versus Ryan Garcia.
Oh God! Oh yeah, because of Derek James, and that's a whole other topic.
That's a whole
which is
storyline.
and-
I'm into storylines.
I know.
Like, of course, I love fights.
but he doesn't like
I love
talking
storylines.
about it,
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
I was trying to interview him, so don't think I didn't get it because he doesn't want to. I understand. I get it, and it's like a whole fucking soap opera, and
Yeah.
it's but it's real life, and it's with two guys that he's close with, and they're fighters. They're both his fighters.
Yeah.
But Ryan has a lot of other problems he needs to take care of,
lot.
and I say that very respectfully.
Lot.
Like I've talked to Lisa, his mom, and she's sick, and so I think a lot of those things that he needs to be emotionally right and spiritual. Like he's just, I understand, like with the whole PEDS testing, and then
Yep.
on top of it, at first I didn't even know if he was joking because I'm like I don't even know when he's joking.
You're right.
So I
Right.
text Lisa, I'm so sorry because my sister has cancer. Like it runs very heavy in my family. So I was like, God, please, I just if he's lying, I'm gonna fucking smack him upside the
that's
head. Like
right.
you don't do that, but
Right.
it's true, and I think that he needs to get all that situated and taken care of before he even bothers stepping in the ring. He needs to get, I don't know, like him and Devin. The one thing that they agree on is that they didn't get paid. But y'all know there's pay-per-view, like
Yeah.
there's money still coming in.
I seen Oscar on the golf course in his underwear the other day.
That's
Oscar,
that's
what's
a
going on,
no-brainer. He'll stuff his thing,
Yeah,
his
he's
strap,
crazy,
or
man.
not strap, but he's funny. But yeah. You see that that video he put out about Canelo?
I missed that. No, I didn't see that.
I was
he
like,
dropped the Canelo video?
yeah, like 2 days ago. He said
man.
something about Canelo, someone is stealing from your camp or something. And I
Whoa.
know, I was like, oh, wow. And he's like, I know for a fact. And I know, and yes, you have lined my pockets and made me very wealthy. But because you've been not wanting, what's it called? You've been ducking David. I was like, oh my God.
Damn, Oscar's coming for the jugular. Oscar he's crazy.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So if Devin Haney could rehydrate to 165 pounds from 139 overnight, then what does that say about Bud? Think about that, Nate. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all weight bullies. I don't know. I personally think they should do the IBF rule. I know IBF
10 pounds.
10 pounds
Okay.
because it's true. Because it is also very dangerous to be gaining 30, 40 pounds overnight. Your brain, it's like
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I mean, a lot of people dog on the IBF because they actually follow their rules of stripping people for not fighting their mandatories. I think that's great.
They're very
Follow
strict.
your own rules.
They're very strict.
And so I think that they should do. I think all sanctioning bodies should have a rehydration clause because you cannot be going in as like a super middleweight if you're like a bantamweight. You know, you can't do that.
I agree. You know what? I miss same day weigh-ins. I did
I
like
did
that
too.
time.
Yeah.
You know, I understand the health concerns that come alongside of it, but that to me felt like the fairest shot at we're both in the same realm.
Yep.
Give or take, same day.
Yeah.
And let's get to it.
Yeah, especially if like you're not weighing in the second day or you don't know someone's weight, that's not cool.
Yeah.
And I've always made it a point that when Devin Haney accepted the money for the overweight, it's a fair game. You took the money. After that, I don't know.
It is what it is.
What do you think about the whole Ryan? I believe it was tainted supplement. I've known Ryan for so long. I just don't see it. He's always pushed for clean testing. He's always been a VADA fighter. I just don't see it.
It's so
I
hard
don't
for me to
know.
pick just because Ryan has been so erratic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Erratic,
Both erratic and sporadic. Like I don't know where this guy is. It's hard for me to read him. It's hard to gauge what I think he would do. Do I put it past him? No. Am I saying he's guilty? Also, no.
Yeah. We don't know.
But it's hard to see. I would like to see a part 2. But one thing I will say, I've been open and candid about this. I don't think that the Devin Haney's loss to Ryan had much to do with Ostarine or whatever supplement. I think
he just kept getting caught. Yes, he got caught with the left.
Fought with wasn't a great one.
Yeah,
you couldn't avoid his big money shot.
Yeah, he wanted to fight toe to toe. He said, "I'm going to stand in the ring toe to toe." He sure did, and look at what happened.
Terrible game plan.
I'm like, you should have boxed his balls off like what you normally do.
Exactly. So
oh my God,
I don't know if I buy into it, but I would love to see a part 2.
You want to see Ryan?
Yeah. What? Yes.
Really?
I love that whole buildup of craziness.
Yeah,
into that outcome.
Well, it was
that shifted the landscape of where we're at in terms of like 135, 140. That changed the entire dynamic. And I love it. I think
the belt holders right now are what? There's Tank. Right now
35 or 40.
30. Wait, what are we talking about? 35.
Well, that fight was at 40.
140. Oh yeah, because Devin had to vacate.
Right? So he vacated. He had the WBC.
Yeah, and now
who else is there? Sabril Matias is
there. He's fighting this weekend, guys. I think he's a boogeyman. That man doesn't stop. He has like the Energizer Bunny on.
I like it, but listen, Liam Power ain't no joke.
That is true.
This is a good. I don't know if I can.
Why are they doing it the same night,
dude? Not on a Tank fight. Can I please don't make me choose. Don't make me choose.
I don't know. It's a really tough one. I just don't understand. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's Puerto Rico like 2 hours ahead. I don't know. Puerto Rico. At least it'll be fun. They have a beautiful beach to look at. We have a desert hot mountains, desert.
Sweating in a mountain.
At least the weigh-ins are inside.
At least.
If they were outside, I'd be watching it from TV. I'm not sitting out there for 110.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
You know, low-key, I kind of like the hot weather. I'm from New York, so.
Yeah, but when you're actually here, you're like, now I'm cool with the chill weather. It's good. Let's see. Canelo, Nioa. We got good fights this weekend. What do you think about Turkey Al Sheikh's? Okay, we talked about that. It's up in the air. So Ryan has freak of power, nature, and speed, in my opinion. Still not the best fighter, but he has major. Absolutely, he really does. I just wish he just honed in. It's just hard because social media and his other jobs of doing what he does.
Yeah.
He really could be such a super talented fighter if he, just kind of short and small. Whoever's in his team, just make it super small and stop recording.
Yes.
Like keep that stuff.
I don't think he wants to do that. You know what? The crazy Ryan is good for the sport. It's not good for him. I think his team and family need to get that under control. But as for people like me that do media and fans, I'm loving it. Blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed.
We interviewed Shakur, and we're going to be dropping the interview. We haven't dropped the interview yet.
I saw a picture. Did you post a picture?
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
I posted on, and so how everyone's doing like with this or that, and we asked Shakur, who would you rather sing like, Tyson Fury or Ryan Garcia? He's like, Ryan Garcia, I like that song. Bless, I'm highly favored. But it's a really good one. I did some really good ones of like, would you rather do this or that? He's like, oh man, come on.
You're killing me. Yeah.
We're gonna drop that interview
I'm
soon.
looking forward to that.
Oh, Nancy from Supreme. Hi. I know. So it's already 1:08, and
is Tank coming? Showing up?
I mean, it's gotten a little bit more busier because it was quite dead in here. I see the lights of cameras and who are they interviewing. I hope Tank does show up.
I hope so
we're
too.
Not sure.
I might have to get set up. But
I know. I was going to say, did you get food? But I don't think. Where are you setting up?
I didn't see any food. I got a little. My table is on the other side. But then I got a little area over there just to.
Yeah, me too. Sure I said I'm going to leave the live stream on for all of you guys, and if they want to watch it. They can't watch it on their phone, and I just go shoot because I got real fast. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Do you want to see a rematch?
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think what's the outcome of the rematch? By the way, we won big.
Oh man.
I bet Usyk. I was doing like my little parlays. I was like, oh my god. You can't watch the fight like a normal person anymore.
Right?
You're like, I just don't do that. when oh.
Yeah, I need. You know what? I need a part 2. I think it's hard to bet against Usyk with what he's done.
Thank you.
You know, it's very hard to bet against him. But Tyson Fury, I think there was moments. I think it was maybe rounds 2 to 6 or 7, 2 to 7, whatever, where he started really taking control, utilizing the jab, going to the body well, holding, smothering, doing the Tyson Fury thing he loves to do. He got caught and it just went downhill. But we've seen when Tyson Fury has done that rematch.
Yeah,
he's come back a different person.
Yeah,
what he did in Wilder 2. That was like.
But don't you think that after his when he got dropped against Francis Ngannou, like, and then when he saw with Anthony Joshua, like when he fought and Anthony Joshua knocked out Ngannou, I would have thought, okay, I'm like really taking this serious, and I know he took Usyk seriously. Yeah. But I just still think that Usyk is going to do exactly the same thing. The only thing Fury's going to do is just maybe come in bigger.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. It's weird because his game plan fluctuated in that fight to me. Like he started off on the back foot. Yeah. Usyk's moving forward. You know, obviously again, speed, combinations, angles, very hard to stop. But the times where I saw Tyson Fury actually moving forward, and it seemed like he's leery of the counter shots, which he should be. But the times I saw Fury moving forward, he was having some success. So I just want to see how he's able to, change his game plan and make adjustments, being that he's been through it. And I think I've seen Fury do that before. And it's been at a high level, so I would love to see it. I thought it was a close fight.
With the knockdown, it could have been a draw, but with the knockdown, it was obviously not a draw.
I gave it to Usyk for sure.
Yeah, I said it when Usyk won cruiserweight undisputed. The minute he won, I'm like, he's gonna be undisputed heavyweight. Oh, you knew it from the. I've said it so many times, and people are like, he's too small. I go, I'm telling you right now. This man is super special.
I was kind of hating on him when Dubois hit him with a body I thought was a legal body shot.
He was
milking it. Usyk, that was not low. So I was kind of hating on him for that. But great. I can't take nothing away from that man's skill set.
It was so good. But and knowing he was in camp for 8 months.
Wow.
8 months.
Wow.
And now he's going to be in a movie, and he deserves it.
He's in a movie, Usyk?
With Dwayne.
Is he in Bad Boys 5?
No, he. Imagine with his accent.
Right.
I know he's going to be playing an MMA fighter, a Ukrainian MMA fighter, with Rock.
With The Rock?
Yeah, A5 or something. I can't remember. If anyone knows the name, I'll be back. Okay. Yeah. So. All right. Well, you get going, and then I'll see you during fight week.
Thank you so much for letting me grace your channel. I appreciate it. We're gonna do something on my live, hopefully.
I know. Where are you at?
You and Giandra.
Where are you at?
I'm over
on the other side. On the other side. Very good.
It's great to see you. I like you got the Rolex on. You look at you.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to get like you.
I wish I can just come in sweats, y'all. Like,
what I'm saying?
I can't.
I'm real New York, Queens,
right?
Jamaica, Queens.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Later.
Thanks, Najee. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Najee is great. He's got great interviews. I remember when I first interviewed him, I was hosting the PBC, what was it? Influencers. I think it was for Thurman Zoo. That didn't happen. But it was at the time still Thurman Zoo. And I'm like, who is this guy? He knows his boxing, and he's in it. Like he's good people. So I don't know. I mean, this presser is not going to start on time. Yeah. Hi, Nancy. Congratulations. Tell your daughter, Camila, happy graduation. Her daughter graduated. But yeah. Are you guys, anyone coming from, or anyone that lives in LA, are you guys going to the Terrence Crawford fight, Madrimov? Me and Giandra are going to be working that together since she lives there, and I'll be flying out because that is a big fight card. And of course, you heard it, Eminem will be performing. So I think 8,000 tickets were just sold yesterday. They might need a bigger arena because it's at Banco, BMO, the soccer stadium in downtown LA. So that will be fun. Okay. What are you doing here? My lipstick looks washed out. Anywho, what's going on in the world of anything? I haven't been reading social media since I've been here. And I'm not going to go run and get interviews because I already got my interviews. Unless Tank Davis does an interview, damn well, I'll be up there trying to get my interview with him. But let me just put it a little bit darker. I look washed out. So as you know, Giandra and I, we talked about that we're going to be doing a membership on our YouTube. We're still trying to figure out. Hi, Nadia. Just picked you up. Hi, guys. We're going to do a membership thing on our YouTube where we can't physically say it, type it out what we're giving away, but we are going to be doing blind grab bags. And and there's tiers, like the smallest tier is like $1.99 for a membership, and I think the highest one is like $5.99. And I will be giving away boxing stuff and stuff from promotions, but I actually buy stuff. So I bought a hat. I bought a Canelo hat, which was $45, and I'm gonna give that away. I'm gonna buy some tank gear. I will be giving away, or we will be giving away. We just have to figure out how to give it, because I don't want to just do a raffle, but you have to be subscribed and starting. Oh my God, Tank is here. So do you guys want to stay on the live? Because I'm gonna go over there. If you guys want to stay on the live, I'm gonna let the live stream run, and I'm going to go to my seat, but I will let you guys run. So promise you guys will be back. So after this, so come back and hang out, and we'll talk some more boxing. All right, guys, I will put this on pause, but I'll leave it running. You guys want it on? Yes, no? Are you guys gonna stay on and just watch? If not, check back in like 30, 45 minutes or after. Okay. Can you guys hear it? All right. You guys gonna be? I'm just gonna, and I'll be over here. If anyone says this is good, one more time you feel it, feel free.
it actually in Vegas? Vegas. I thought that was Vegas. I just I like that. I've always been
I'm gonna get Okay, thank you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MTN Grand here in Las Vegas. It is time for the final press conference for BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. And this event emanates from the MTN Grand Arena 100 Championship fight night in the history of this outstanding arena main event on Saturday night. It'll be Gervonta Davis defending his WBA lightweight championship of the world against undefeated contender Frank the Otis Martin. It all comes your way 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. You do not want to miss it. For those that want to make their way here to Las Vegas, tickets are available at ASS.com. But now let's meet our main event combatants. Please welcome, with an undefeated record, 18 wins, no losses. 12 wins coming by way of the knockout, fighting out of the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, training in Dallas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Frank the Ghost Morton. And his opponent, a man who has been an absolute superstar in the sport. He is a 5-time three-division world champion with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 27 wins coming by way of a knockout. He is the reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from Baltimore, Maryland, here is Gervonta Davis. will be for the interim WBC light heavyweight championship all the world. It'll be David Benavidez, the super middleweight champion, going up to his new weight class at 175 to take on Alexander Usyk. Before that, it'll be Carlos Adames defending his WBC middleweight championship all the world against the 2012 United States Olympian, a contender from Cleveland, Ohio, Terrell Bichet. And to begin the night, it'll be for the interim WBC super lightweight championship all the world as Gary Antoine Russell undefeated all his by way of knockout. He has 100% knockout percentage. They'll go head to head against the undefeated Alberto Cuello. But before we go live on pay-per-view at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, we have 3 outstanding prelim upset come your way. Receive the pay-per-view 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Mention tickets are available via 8access.com. The event promoted by GTG Promotions along with Man Down Promotions, Samson Boxing, and TGP Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours, and also at Mexicano brand products bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Now, Saturday night's event is being promoted by TGP Promotions, and it's with a great honor and pleasure to introduce a man who knows the sport of boxing probably better than most of the population on planet Earth. Certainly destined for the Hall of Fame and has been a part of some legendary fight nights. BBC was actually born here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena back in March of 2015. Please welcome the president of TGP Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Ray. We're back here in Las Vegas. On another Tank Davis event, the Prime Video pay-per-view. That's what it is with Tank fights. It's bigger than just another championship fight. It's an event. The old days here at the MGM on the Tyson event. That's what the day brings to this. They'll be defending his WBA once again. It's another undefeated challenger. WBA is another 2-ranked contender. You know, it's very exciting to be part of this 100-fight celebration here at the MGM. With this card, it's just going to be electric in the atmosphere. There's been so many great fights here at the MGM. Some of my experiences real quickly, being here in 1994 with Big George Foreman for 45 years of age, knocked out Michael Moore to win back the heavyweight title. And then a great stint. 10 years ago, a little less than 10 years ago, the Premier Boxing Champion franchise debuted here in March of 2015. You know, just there's something about this building. These fighters come out of the rock down that hallway, they turn that corner down to that tunnel. It's like gladiators entering an arena. And this is just one fight. You just can't miss. It's going to be electricity in there on Saturday night. We're looking forward to see that. Thank you.
Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and pleasure to introduce a famed boxing promoter. This man has been a part of Blockbuster event after Blockbuster event, a dear friend of mine, and a man who always puts it so eloquently when he comes to describing prize fighting. My favorite saying that he says is, "There are levels to this game," and lo and behold, here we are at the MGM Grand Garden Arena yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the esteemed Mr. Leonard Elby.
Thank you, Ray. I'd like to thank the MGM, Premier Boxing Champions, and Amazon Prime. Saturday night. Can't get your fast enough. Two things that kind of stand out to me over the last week or so. It's been said, one spring march promoter. He says that Davis is going to be dominated for 12 rounds. Girl, that kind of shit. And then Frank Martin said, "Oh, he takes ass." Okay, I expect him to, he's in tremendous shape. You know, Gary got him in great shape. There's a phenomenal trainer. But let's be real. Let's be real. If for starters, in 2017, you know what Tank was doing? Tank became world champion. You know what Frank boxing school, he wasn't even professional yet. Okay? So one thing about this boxing shit, you get to skip steps. It's something we call experience. You gain that over a period of time, fighting the top fighters, and doing your thing. Again, I can't say enough about what I personally think that brings a good fight. There's a difference between good and being special. This man's all right, he's special. Everything that Frank Martin does good, he does better. You come back tonight, don't believe, but this shit can be over early.
Leonard Ellerby certainly bringing the fire. Saying it's going to the airways, Leonard. It's going to be over early. My goodness. A prediction from Leonard Ellerby. All right, now let's meet the other promoter from Man Down Promotions. This man has been a part of Frank Martin's career for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who's the former welterweight champion of the world, 2012 United States Olympian. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Errol the True Spencer Jr.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be. No, I can't stop there. He can talk. It's just about how he can. But come Saturday night, I guarantee you, Frank can go on a great show, a great performance. He's ready for this moment. He's been ready for this moment for a long time. And Tank gave him an opportunity. So come Saturday night, I guarantee he's gonna put on a great show, a great performance, and show everybody why he is the best 135 pounder in the world, and the new WBA welterweight champion of the world, Frank Martin. We're gonna give you a Father's Day here, Danny Martin, on Saturday night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Errol Spence Jr., and I'm looking forward to talking with both of them in a few short moments. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go ahead and bring up one of these lead trainers for the challenger, lead trainer of the challenger. This man has been in the corner of many world champions and is certainly in his true mind in the sport of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Derek James.
I'm not here to talk about the Boston's like the Tom Brown says challenger. Everybody says challenger. Think about boxing, and we'll come in the challenger. 1,000% will be the champ.
All right, so you heard Derek James proclaiming that Frank Martin will lead as the champion on Saturday night at the ATM Grand Bermuda's PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Also, want to acknowledge the Frank Martin Sr., Frank Martin's father as well, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Frank Martin Sr. Great to see Frank Martin Sr. Also, on the champion side, I want to acknowledge one of the co-trainers, Kenny Ellis, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to call for Kenny Ellis, who does great work. And speaking of great work, this man has been, certainly he embodies what it is to be involved in boxing in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area. He has been with this man 29 times. They've come out victorious with 27 knockouts. Certainly now getting his flowers as he deserves, because he is just a brilliant mind in the sport of boxing. He knows how to make adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the trainer of Gervonta Davis. Here is Mr. Calvin Ford.
Here we go again. Nobody talking about the country fight. Frank said, it's called the fight. It's called the fight. That's all I care about. Come that night, I want people to leave the show, watch the show, sit there and think to themselves that they came from a right movie, and I want to fight just like that. I want to be just like Tank. Because we're going to put that work years. This man, it's the hey, what? You know what I told him? Come with it, please. I need that button push. I need you to push his button. I haven't seen it yet. I know it's under this good. It ain't been pushed yet. Everybody on the East Coast knows that it's a button. It's a button. You push. You know what I'm saying? You can only take him so far. You can only take him so far. One, I see that back there. Please push me up. Please. I need a lot. It's not pushing you just in the way. Please do right. But when you hold the people that the Lord that you need, because we have to read that you must show the world what 10 days really is. Thank you.
Really appreciate Calvin Ford. Now let's meet one half of our main event. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. This upcoming Saturday night, as Calvin mentioned, the 100 championship fight at your MGM Grand Garden. The first fight was going back to that January 29, 1994. Julio Cesar Chavez against Frankie Randall. The surgeon defeated Chavez, handing him the first loss of his career. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up a man who has a record of 18 wins, opposite no defeats. 12 wins going by weight off the knockout training out of Dallas, Texas, under the guidance of Eric James. Undefeated lightweight contender, coming off of wins over Jackson Marinez, Ramiro Duno, also Artunian. He is an undefeated lightweight contender, supported by Eric Spence Jr.'s Man Down Promotions. I will tell you a quick story about this man. I remember when he made his national television debut back on April 20th, 2021, when he knocked out Jerry Perez by outstanding in the 7th round knockout, and his trajectory has been going upwards ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Detroit, Michigan, the undefeated lightweight contender. Here is Frank the Ghost Morton.
What's up, everybody, man? I appreciate everybody coming out. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming out to support the fight. You know what I mean? June 15th is going down. You know what I mean? We here. You know, like I said once before, appreciate Tank giving me this opportunity to come whoop his ass on June 15th. It's honor, you know what I mean? He ain't been on nobody like me. Coming different, you know. How you say, push the buttons, I'm push every button that you got on his ass. Everyone. And so, June 15th, y'all, come out and expect a good fight. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
All right, we got Frank the Ghost Martin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up, when it comes to this man, he made his debut here at the MGM Grand Garden. I don't know if you've done so many events, but I don't know if you remember this. It goes back to September 12, 2015. You made your debut here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, knocking out Reggie Dulé. That's how long you've been fighting, campaigning, and showcasing your talent here at this iconic event that is the MGM Grand Garden Arena. When it comes to this man, there are 3 E's that I like to categorize the champion. 1, he's electrifying, because that's what he does arenas around the world. He's exciting. And when you see him main event with his walkout, I'm looking forward to your walkout. I know it's going to be special. Inside the ring, it's going to be a battle between 2 outstanding fighters, but also exhilarating, exciting, electrifying, and exhilarating. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 29-0, 27 knockouts, a 5-time three-division world champion from Baltimore, Maryland. And the most recently stopped Ryan Garcia in the super fight in April of last year, the reigning, defending WBA lightweight champion of the world. Here is Gervonta Davis.
Sure. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, the media, the MGM for holding this fight. My personal team, Al Heyman, you know, Amazon Prime, everybody that played a big factor. I guess them too, but just come out this Saturday. It's gonna be a great fight, great undercard. Don't get no popcorn, don't get no juice, don't get nothing. Make sure y'all locked in because I'm gonna be locked in. I've been locked in for over some time now. So I just want to come out and give a great performance. That's my giving to the fans and everybody that played a part of this event. So I see y'all Saturday night. Thank y'all.
Gervonta Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Tim, I want to ask you, you guys have been talking up here and going back and forth. What have you guys been saying to one another over the past few moments? You were shaking, so you're seeing him move a little bit. You think he's a little bit apprehensive?
Talk yesterday when I come to the stage. He's shaking up there talking, so I know that.
Frank, how do you want to respond to that?
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
It's gonna show. Don't worry about it. It's gonna show.
I'm so scared. I'm
Yeah,
scared. That's right. That's right.
Ted, do you think your experience, because you have been main eventing pay-per-view all over the United States, and you're really making some huge gauge pay-per-views, et cetera, that your experience is going to play a factor in this fight?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, of course. Oh my God. It's these Saturday. It ain't gonna hit him yet. I'm telling you. It's gonna hit him though.
It ain't going.
It's definitely, especially when I touch it. It's definitely when I touch it.
And you gonna get touched too. So
If you can touch it.
But if you can touch me,
Bro,
yeah.
what do you bring to the table that I haven't
You
seen?
gonna see Saturday.
Even the little clips on the fucking, what is it called? Loves our shit. What the fuck was you doing?
And you know what? You know what? You been working. You know what? You've been working your ass off. You work your ass off.
Right.
I
I work hard every time. I work hard in the gym. I do my you don't know that. Yeah, if I okay. All right. Not good enough for me to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen like the grind working.
When the workout, this shit was all cut up around it. Yeah, this shit was all cut up around it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
You don't worry about it. But that no, couple days, not like 3 days, bro. 3 days.
Yeah. Take that responsible jersey off.
Hey, we in it.
Take that responsible jersey off.
That's cool. That's cool.
Frank, it is Gervonta's headline all over on pay-per-view many times over again. And he's done it here in Las Vegas as well as some massive fight nights. It's always a fighter's dream to be main eventing in Las Vegas, specifically at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. When you go up and down the strip here in Las Vegas, when you walk into the MGM Grand and you see your face and you see that you are on the poster, that you are the main event alongside Gervonta Davis, that you can become a world champion. What does Saturday night mean to Frank Martin?
For real, I feel like all the being on the images, like, blessed to be there, but it ain't hit me. You know what I mean? Like it won't hit me until I get the win. I feel like I don't work, so I'm supposed to be there. So it's not like, oh, I'm there, I'm so happy. Just win. And then after that, then I feel like all of it hit me. Damn, like everything I've been working for.
He worried about not getting knocked out. That's all he worried about. I promise you, that's all he worried about is not getting knocked out.
Yeah.
That's all he worried about. He ain't worried about no damn win. He worried about not
Trying to tell you.
Right. It's clear that Gervonta has power. It's 90% knockout percentage. As you're going through preparations with Derek James, your trainer, your father's by your side as well, how do you prepare for someone that has the concussive knockout power like Gervonta Davis?
I mean, we just let a big line. I gotta go in there and fight, you know what I mean, be comfortable, you know what I mean, and
You even had a good small partners. You even had a good small partners, you know? The small partner was gas.
you got power, but then, you know,
The small partner was ass, completely
you
ass.
take away the power.
The small partner was completely ass.
Everything.
Ass.
Yeah. You wouldn't
And you want the MMA guy, the last one.
You wouldn't got something to say. You wouldn't got something to say.
That's so stupid.
You hear me?
That's so stupid.
You did everything you feel that you did right, you did. You got some of the best barn, you worked it. You on point, brother.
Gervonta, what kind of challenges does Frank Martin bring to the table for you on Saturday night?
His fake feet movement. They do the same way, we do the same thing. Called it out, regular, mediocre.
So
Mediocre.
when it comes to the opponents that you fought, where do you rank him, or is it still too early to tell? Will you be able to give that assessment after?
Yeah, to be honest, I gotta check it. Okay.
You're 29-0, 30-0 is, you know, you look at milestones in careers. Does 30-0, how much does that mean to you? Or is it just like another day at the office?
Yeah, there's a stepping stone, to be honest. So, it's not, I can't judge myself till my career. It's still an open book.
Well, I know that you guys had a sparring session, and I know that it was talked about during the opening press conference, but for those that don't know, I'm going to start with Frank, and then I'll go over to you, Gervonta, because there are two sides to the story. But Frank, can you go ahead and describe what happened during that sparring session?
I think it shows sweet, back flip, grab.
That's another thing. That's a good thing. No, you did not. You come with a good shot. That's it. You never clipped me. I never showed none of that. Put the head down. Put the head down. You don't even hit that hard. You don't even hit that hard. You don't even hit that hard. And you want to split, I receive on with the deal. I'm going to split them both. I promise you that. I promise you that. You know, like, so, oh, break them up. You know what? Don't let happen. I'm going to break them up. I'm not going to break them up. I'm not. Look at
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Show me that. Show me Saturday.
you always have to break that big heart. Oh, you try to balance.
Show me Saturday.
Gervonta, you wanted, what was your interpretation of the sparring that you had? He said he clipped him.
He ain't clip shit. You don't got that much power to clip nothing. What you talking? Oh man, my bad.
Gervonta, where do you feel, has he gotten under your skin, or is it just?
When you fake that, when you fake tough,
Hey, you go like that.
chill out.
Tough act. What you talking about? Fake, just like you said that, man. Shit, oh, you from the suburbs.
Fucking stubborn, man. You fucking set up.
You sound like fucking bozo. From
The top, let's say talking.
Derek James, the trainer
got good.
of Frank Martin. Derek, grab the microphones over here. But training camp, obviously, has this been the best you've ever seen, Frank? And with this, you know, I'm sensing some tension here. Do you like that with your fighter? Does that motivate him? Does that fuel, you know, your thoughts on that?
You know, we got a good camp. Fire. You need to use that for food for fire, you know, get the ring in. We obviously believe in ourselves. We wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in us. So, in situations, we can support. So, we should try to come out and do what he needs to do. Do the best work.
What kind of performance are you expecting from Frank on Saturday? Is it just win by any means necessary, or is there something that you're envisioning?
Well, it's always, you know, win by any means necessary, but follow the game plan, follow the strategy, and go out there and be phenomenal.
Errol, for you, thank you very much, Derek. For you, you were the promoter of Frank Martin. You've been involved in some blockbuster championship events and on pay-per-view, but what have you been telling Frank in regards to preparing for this moment right here in Las Vegas, be the main event?
No, like, let me get the track.
Shut your ass up. Talk way too much, bro. Way too much. You back it up with you? Who you back it up with? Yeah, you heard, but you don't fight nobody, bro. You don't fight nobody.
Check, brother. Check. You here for
You
a check.
here for a check. You got me fucked up.
So,
You here for a check.
yeah, what have you been telling Frank in preparation for this fight?
Just stay focused, stay hungry, stay dedicated. And it's all about the grind. That's what we've been doing. That's how he get to this point. He's been focused, he's been hungry, and he listens to the game plan. He's been in the gym working, being focused, listens to the game plan, going over his instructions. And I believe that he's gonna come
You know that. I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
Because y'all will be in the same place at the same time.
I know I was a small part of the and and you know it too. You are the one that's the small part of Instagram. Look girl.
You said what?
You are the one that's small part of Instagram. Like the girl.
He is ass. He is ass. I know all his small parts.
Yeah, you know how I do. You search and you look for everybody. You search and look for everybody.
For you,
You know you scared.
Calvin, before we got the microphone, we're seeing that Gervonta's,
You said what?
You mentioned when you were bringing up, when you were talking to Frank Martin, I want him to push the button. The button being pushed. With all the talk up here and everything, you have to push your button.
Look at it. See this? He's pushing forward to where he's supposed to be at. Martin is here for a reason. I understand that. Stern understands it. Spence understands it. He's here for a reason. I want him to push the buttons. Because I haven't seen the world champion.
So Calvin, what does it mean from your perspective? Because you're in the gym with him every single day. You guys put in the blood, sweat, and tears in the gym, preparing for the fight nights, 29 and 27 knockouts. But what does that mean to see that level of tank that you're looking for?
This is champion, totally different. First one that conversation was wrong. He looked mentally different, humble, but humble. Everybody saying the team that was worried about. He said, "Oh, so look at that. He reminded me when he was taking up."
Is there a sense of maturity that you are seeing from Tank? Yes, we've watched the ball from being, I mean, he's been fighting at the MGM Grand for nearly 9 years. But this maturation process that we're seeing out of the WBA lightweight champion of the world.
Man, like I said, I want to tune into this fight because when I watch how he's moving and doing stuff, remember how Mike still before that full force? Yo, I mean, it's fun part to say, yo, it's hard to train for this thing. So y'all gonna have to figure it out. I want you to, because I'm still searching for the benefits to come out.
Frank, when you hear Gervonta set up here moments ago, it all microphone that he wants to hurt you. Obviously, that's the name of the game, but your response to those comments from the gym.
You know, he come out and hurt everybody. He come out there and hurt everybody. So You know, I heard that before, but we ain't worried about you train, you ready, whatever you got the we got the number to show.
When a new things go according to plan, let's sit down. Frank. Oh, let me ask you. John, you're saying that there are things that he can't do. Frank is saying, show me, but can you describe those things that Frank can't do? Actually, talk with him. I mean, you would get back. It's human, I don't know. Says there's really not too much he can do. Frank, satisfied with his beat on Saturday night. You're here and good do be like the champion pro, but also be the first guy to hand Gervonta Davis the feet.
That's very good. You know, that's why I'm here. You know, I'm going to just get my hand ready to come out with the WBA draft. You know, it's a new face in the scene.
Tank, the most animated that I saw you vocal and you can correct me if I'm wrong, was against Rolando Romero. And I don't see Tank, he's not as, but he's vocal. So would you say that this is the second most passionate and emotional, not emotional, but fuel that you have made into a fight? Or Kelsey?
I watched Mario's fight. Rolly, he was another person that was energetic on the mic. You understand? I just heard one really say, you understand? So, well, look at it, that's what we need. Okay. I already know they prepare. I already know that you're supposed to do. I already know all this. You understand? I'm sure this. I'm invited. You understand? This how I get to see where levels are there that guy that he's going to get. And these guys, show them.
All right, now I'm going to go to the fighters for final predictions. As I'm going to go ahead and start off with the challenger. Frank, before we get your prediction, can you give us a quick summarization as to what you guys have been talking about right now? Can you give us a quick summarization as to what are you guys doing between each other?
Just talking shit.
Okay. So Saturday night, June 15th, BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. How is the fight going to go down? Your prediction, sir?
Well, I already know to go down. You know, you act up like I've been saying. I want to see Gervonta Davis get knocked out.
You're saying that
if you come in and he act up, y'all gonna see him get knocked out. Period. I don't care what nobody saying. Power, this and that. They say I can come in and act crazy. That's what you want to say.
Frank Martin predicting knockout over the champion Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta, 29-0, 27 knockouts. Saturday night, June 15th, BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, the 100th championship fight at the MGM Grand Garden. How is the fight going to go down, Tank? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the press conference for Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. Round of applause for both fighters and their fans. And David set their position. This is the podium. Saturday night, you got to put it on GTD Promotions, Samson Austin, TGB Promotions, and Anton Promotions. You got sponsored by Tracking Sportsbook and Ed Making Gunlow brand products. Now we are going to go ahead and have the ceremonial face off between the two. Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. Someone start to go. It all goes down. Maybe some pay-per-view on Prime Video.
And media for St. Davis, line up over here, that door should be shut. Get behind the stanchion, please, behind the stanchion, while we're setting up. Frank Mark will be over here. Stand by.
Shows, movies, good. Yeah. They kind of like like watch, like it's like like the medical function. It's like that, but instead of about like Dr. John, because it's like basically the kitchen. He's like one of the best like diagnosticians in the country. Basically, so it deals with like weird cases that like nobody knows. So and also like how stuff tries to find out, but he also does like shit that doctors aren't supposed to do, like breaking into a person's house to see if he's like black or something like that. Yeah, no, it's worth watching. I'm gonna be real. With me to watch, like that good opens show. Is that like weirdly good? It's not like it's not like I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that could be into watch. Yeah. Watch much anime? What is it about? Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer's pretty good animations. I got a buddy who watches these, but I just look at how many episodes are. No, that's like really popular. So like, I feel like nowadays it's all like let's see stuff. It's all big show. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like science. So crazy. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I just saw that and I was like, I'm not even gonna start because I don't want to start and then be like, in on episode 300. Like, this still happens. They just, well, they don't have jobs. You get to sit there. So it's but
Is it all right?
yeah, so
Making sure you guys are good. No. No. What time's yours? Mine's at like 7.
try to make the reciprocation.
We all gotta do it in front of every year. Here's my goddamn weight of this bag.
Strong.
We run the sim every year, so everybody has to go through it.
Just take like a Advil or Beanville.
I plan on popping a bunch of ibuprofen before I run mine.
Straight up. The meeting you got like pain. Just don't have like pain.
Right? Right. You guys do
Do some steroids. If you do that. You do anything exercise?
No, that's not my answer.
You're gonna try to get back in shape. It's just like the hardest, they always say like hardest part is the step. Like it's really close. Oh yeah. You don't have like a gym or anything close by that like not really. It's like a 20-minute walk. Oh. There's a lot of stuff you can do at home. Oh no, like push-ups, the jogging, sit-ups, all that stuff. But you know, it's more fun honestly to do it like no, I'm lucky there's like a Planet Fitness right by, but honestly, you know, stuff like it's not playing it's I get to like the gym. Like we got this you know those like boat yeah, we managed to get like one of those like secondhand cheap. So put that up in there and get like a bike machine, something like that. And so hopefully have it. Yeah, especially because having it, like, you know, it's like a separate space, right? So you get like into the mindset. You know, it's like how when you're at work and you're beautiful, you're like in work parts. Do you not have your license or just say you got a car? So I got showed this recently because I was kind of freaked out about the bus. They have this app straight up makes you tells you when to get on, when to get off, where to get off. Straight up, it's like it's the Google Maps of taking the bus basically. Like it's like you just put in where you're going, and it tells you exactly what to do. That makes it like yeah, it's like this. Like Las Vegas, like this. Yeah, no, I didn't know that happened. That's exactly what I was thinking, but no, it's they got so no, I definitely check it out. Yeah. Yeah, car. Yeah. I need to get me this. Yeah, just I've always used Lyft because this one. They say that basically they say kid see I didn't have a kid. And basically, have a few years, but basically, that's basically what it is. It depends on distance and so straight up, like straight up look at if you look at being and then you walk, you it's straight up. Do you ever do that? I mean, it seems like it could be pretty good. It's like we're playing. What about like let's say about this thing. So I was thinking, especially what's happening.
This one. So it's like
big one. Good. If you just got it. Feels like we got
I'm going to the top. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I will check. I'm trying. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, wait, let me turn on my mic. Oh. Wow, that was long. My hair, messy. Let me go get my camera in my bag. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Didn't realize it was going to be this long. Let me go on my audio interface. Can you guys hear me? Hello, test 1, 2. Okay. Who else is on the stream besides me? I just had to get some footage. I got some really good scrum with Tank. I have to edit all of that later, but good stuff. That was long and tough. Okay, thank you, Antoine Suber. Thank you guys for the 4 people that stayed on, or 3. Starving now. Wow. Did you guys watch the presser? I know you guys couldn't really see it, but I don't know if you guys heard it. Yeah, they're funny. I mean, I did ask Tank Davis, what were they saying? What was the funniest thing he said to Frank Martin behind the podium? Because he was talking just crazy shit. And he's like, the one thing I just want is to get obviously under his skin, the game plan. Yeah, it was spicy. It was funny. But he said that I think the one thing I thought was funny is that I know all your moves, Frank. I know you train at night. I know what you eat. I know when you sleep. You know, I was a little shocked when Frank said that he predicted himself he's going to predict a knockout. He's going to knock out Tank. I was like, oh, that's a very bold statement of him. Good for him. But Tank said in our scrum that he's looking at a 8th round knockout. So, and he goes, every time I say something, it come true. I'm like, yeah. So we'll see. I think it's going to be they're very highly skilled boxers. And I mean, if you guys know boxing, Tank Davis is a very, very skilled boxer besides a knockout artist. So I think it's going to be a very good chess match with these two. And yeah, I got to charge my phone. Everything's going to die here. Let me get there's my water. Yeah, I didn't expect to be gone that long, and I didn't realize it was going to be that long to wait for a press conference. But it's funny. I'm going to end up putting up the footage later because obviously I'm on a live stream and it's a lot of footage. I do too. I like Antoine. Yeah, I really like that he has the confidence. You have to have confidence. You have to believe in yourself. You can't second guess yourself because Tank has power. He's got scary power. He knows what he's going up against. Just like Calvin said, he goes, there's a reason why Frank is in this position. But we'll see. I had a really good well, I couldn't get a full interview because it was more scrum, and he does not do scrums. I just happened to, because I remember when Najee, I said to him, I watched your interview, so I mentioned it to Calvin. And by the way, real fast, someone stole his glasses with the beautiful beaded, necklace part. Someone stole it at the Adrian Broner fight in Miami, so he has a reward. So if you know anyone or know somebody in Miami that possibly picked it up on accident in the bathroom during the Broner fight at Hard Rock in Miami, Calvin needs his glasses back because it has sentimental value, and he will give a reward. He will not question. He just wants the glasses back, and he will give the reward to whoever has his glasses. But yes. Oh, wow. Usually I don't go in the scrum, but it's very hard to get Tank, and it's very rare to get Tank. So he was in a really good mood. He was in a very happy mood. So I will chop that up and I will put it all on socials. I mean, a lot of us got the same answers or same we all got the same footage, but I usually just clip out whatever was great or the questions I asked because I asked. But yeah, so I know he's minus 700 and Tank, I think, no, minus 700. This is on BetMGM, minus 700 for Tank, and Frank Martin is plus 420, I think. I'm going to check because I'm going to do my betting video later on this week. I usually do it right after weigh-ins because I look at their weights. And he looks damn well in shape. So he apologized to the fans on our scrum that why he didn't show up. But he even said after the fight he'll even stay later to take pictures with some fans. So that was nice, but it's kind of cool. He's fighting on the 100th card and fighting, 2000 when he fought here. Is there a fire alarm going off? Yeah. Is it too? No. Okay. Let's see. I need to eat something, and I know that there's the public workout is going on right now, but I'm not going to go to that. I should because David Benavidez is going to be there, and but hopefully I can get on Radio Row tomorrow. I don't know how busy it will be, so you guys, I'll let you know. Well, tomorrow, just pay attention, and if I'm going to go live, depends because today is not fully Radio Row. Like today is kind of weird. It's kind of dead, and it's the main press conference day, which is weird. But tomorrow I'm gonna try to go live, and I hope you guys join me. And that's when all the undercard fighters will be here. That's when they like to come do their rounds. And since I've already interviewed Frank Martin, Carlos Adames, and Alberto Puello, I'm gonna try to get David Benavidez. I'm going to text Jose Sr. and let him know that I will be on Radio Row. I'll make sure of it somehow, and for him to come and chat with us. But as of now, let me see what else is going on here. Yeah, nothing much. I'm going to just snack on a little bar really fast. Yeah. Starving. And I ate earlier. Crazy enough, I got here really early. So what did you guys take away from the press conference? What did you guys think? I want to know. Sorry. My bar broke a little too big. All right. Let me turn off this mic. So it's only one mic. Okay, who's on here with me? I love the energy both guys were showing. I do too. For a fight of this magnitude, and it's the 100th fight here, you have to sell it. And I really like how Calvin Ford put it. And he even said, I hope this is the one. Frank, I hope you're the one that's going to push Tank Davis, push his buttons to see his maximum. Because Calvin knows how apparently he broke one of Kenny's, one of the other guys in training camp, his ribs, and clocked Calvin Ford and hurt his jaw. I don't know if he broke it, but he caught him flush. And he's got serious power. I'm really going to try to get Calvin Ford. Giandra and I really want to get him on our podcast because it's a fascinating story, just where he's from. And when we talked about that, what he said on Najee's thing, he's like, I always think about that. It was going through financial problems, and this kid, he's like, I always believed in him, but when he came up to me, said, just trust me, just believe in me. He goes, I'll always remember that. And they come from Baltimore. I forgot that. Oh my God, that one show, The Wire. If you guys don't know that, the coach in The Wire, that's based off Calvin Ford's life. So, and then all those kids, the runners, the little kid drug dealers, that's what it's like in Baltimore. And that was what Coach Calvin Ford got Tank Davis not to do that on the streets. Kept him in boxing, kept him, on a straight path. Frank got to stay composed and not let Tank get to him with his antics. I know. But if you think about Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney's like, what in the hell is this? you know, it's all mind games. But I just Frank is this is a tough it's going to be a tough task, and then we're going to see what happens. Let me look up the odds real fast on MGM. I'll look up BetMGM and Superbook. I'm trying to get a sponsor, okay? More from Superbook because they're one of the biggest. Where is my Superbook? Is at Westgate. It used to be the former Las Vegas Hilton. You guys might be way too young to even know that, but I know it because I used to go there with my family years ago. Okay, let's see. I don't think the odds have changed. Okay. Sports boxing. Okay, why is it not pulling up boxing? What is going on here? Did my app just freeze? Errol Spence was here. It was good to see him. Good to see him talk some smack. But Tank Davis is like, he really knows how to get under people's skin. And just, I felt like two kids up there just, it's funny to watch. Let's see. All righty. So Carlos Adames is minus 700 and Terrell Gachet is plus 500. Oh, Mark Magsayo's on the card. Yay, Filipina. I gotta always rock with my peoples. He's minus 200, minus 250, and the plus 200. Let's see. My notes. Okay, so let's see for Tank Davis. Where's Tank Davis? Okay, so the opening line here in Vegas at for BetMGM is Tank Davis is a favorite at minus 700, and the take back on the underdog Frank Martin is plus 450. I gotta like practice my betting terms. Apparently, those words are very well known amongst the boxing sharps. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this betting thing down. I've been doing all right. David Benavidez, the opening line here in Vegas for sportsbook or for BetMGM is minus 550, and the take back for Gvozdic, the underdog, is plus 350. Interesting lines. Who are you guys? Do you guys bet? I want to know. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, I just posted the face-off on our socials. And this is what I got. Well, minus, I put our logo right in the middle because people like to feel. But the logo will move down. Our Best Women's Boxing Show logo. Had to get the Blue Wire because that's the network we're on. If you guys don't know, we are on the Blue Wire network. It's a big sports network. We're the only females in boxing that talk boxing on this network. Literally. See? And that's all they did. That's basically the whole press conference right there. It's like two pit bulls going at each other. Thanks. I appreciate you, Antoine, for staying. I don't know who the other person is on, but thank you. Yeah, everyone's at the workout. I would go. My back would go. But I would have to go all the way. Well, it is by the sports book. Yeah. I was sitting smack in the middle, third row. It's kind of hard because I had a lot of people's heads in it, but it was, I got good footage. I'm just gonna chop it up later today or whatever I can get, or whenever I can do it, and go from there. But it's so far it's becoming a good little fight week. I put on the poll for our show, who won the battle of the words? Calvin Ford, Errol Spence Jr., Tank Davis, or Frank Martin? What's your biggest takeaway from the presser? Couple takeaways. That one takeaway is that Gervonta Davis is really good at kind of scaring his opponent. You know what I mean? By just talking and talking and non-stop talking. And another thing is that I think Frank kind of was like, when you start reacting, that's when you know they get under your skin. That's what I thought. Did you see that flinch at the end of the thing of the weigh-in? I think Tank Davis did something and he flinched. So I don't know. I think that. Oh, and another takeaway for me is that Calvin Ford totally respects Derek James and Frank Martin, because anytime you step in the ring, lives are on the line, and they all have families. They're both fathers. So at the end of the day, you just want to go home. And the way that Calvin Ford spoke about Frank Martin, it's just like all he wants is a good fight. He wants a good test. And that Tank really does care about, he doesn't care about belts in a sense, because Calvin said he has all of Tank's belts from since he was a kid, all the accolades, all the awards, and he doesn't care about it. It's called Tank's Closet. But I really believe, since he was elevated to WBC or WBA status, is that he wants to, he did say he wants to be undisputed. So along comes that our belt. So and he just continues, he just wants to continue to himself. Tank Davis wants to continue himself to be great. Like Calvin said, when he said, "I'm a legend," what did that mean? And people thought in boxing, he's like, "No, I'm a legend where I come from," because of where he came from. Literally, he came from the streets, like poverty. That he did not go that route. He went the boxing route and stayed off the streets, stayed clean. Just listen to Coach Calvin. And I think that's what I see that Tank Davis, Gervonta, and Calvin have just such a really good father-son type of relationship. No matter how crazy Tank Davis speaks, but there's just respect all at the end of the day on that press conference, because they're both fathers and they're both putting it all on the line. That's my takeaway. I don't know if that answers your question, but that's what I thought. And I think maybe because I see it from different eyes, because I'm a mom and I'm a woman. I mean, I could see it as in like Tank's gonna knock him out or whatnot, but I think it's just a really good skilled fight, because Tank Davis wants Ryan Garcia. He said he wants it, and does that mean it's gonna have to go up in weight? Possibly. Calvin Ford said he stays at 135 because Gervonta Davis he's small, like he's really small. He wants Isaac Cruz again, because after what he saw with Isaac Cruz, and he already dismantled him the last time, he wants a rematch with Isaac because he has a belt. So I think opponents are now starting to matter, in the sense of, because people that he fought and lost or beat are now belt holders, or they're big money fights. We saw that. Frank showed nervous energy. Could be from this. Yes, I did ask him that about in our interview. I said, Tank's been on the big stage. It's lights, camera, action. This is your first pay-per-view. This is the moment. And I said it like, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, because there's going to be a lot of people. It's not the Cosmo Hotel where it's maybe 10,000 fans or 5,000 fans. You're in an arena, a big arena. I think, I don't even know, 30,000, 18. I honestly don't remember how many people. And you're on Prime pay-per-view. People's eyes are going to be watching you. And when it's a Tank fight, everyone watches. People are going to be tuning in. I know we talked about there's a matchroom card, but when Tank fights, because they want to see what Tank is going to do. That's the thing. So I think it's I want it to be a really good fight where he doesn't freeze, and I want him to be at his most calmest. And Derek James is a very, very, very calm trainer, and the way he speaks to them. You saw the way he spoke to Ryan. It's just like he calms you down because there is that nervous energy in the ring and that adrenaline that you have to focus. I really want to see the best version of Frank come out that night. And we'll see. All right, let me just post this on my socials. Martin. All righty. And then there we go. I don't know. Their fit, Frank Martin's fit was pretty cute. Very 80s. He had like a cutoff vest and all that jewelry. Tank Davis is funny. He's funny. He's funny. I mean, if you guys remember Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, their press conference was so wild, and the crazy talking that they both did. But it was so funny, and just seeing them just go at it and the sparring, this crazy sparring footage that they keep talking about. And Tank even said, "Look, you got me, but you didn't clip me. You got me with a good shot, but it's boxing." So that's why it's sparring, guys. It's not a real fight. And you all shouldn't be talking about sparring. Remember, what happens in sparring stays in the gym. Sparring. I'd eat my energy drink. I mean, my energy bar. I really want to steal one of these pillows. But, oh, you know what? They're giving out notebooks. 100th anniversary notebooks. This is my favorite thing that I've ever collected. And I use it religiously. I use it to the gym. I use it here. What is it? Take my camera out. See, I was like legitimately shooting with my stuff. I have this. It's so cool. I get a lot of comments on it. Like, where did you get that? And then I was given this. It's the Fury. It's circa, I swear, doesn't this look like circa 1980s? Something that maybe your parents watched on beta. But yeah, that was Broner's and Cobb's. And if you guys know, Calvin Ford was Broner's trainer. So he goes, he had 5 months to lose. He was at 180, I think, and he had to get down to 147. I don't remember. I don't even know what weight they fought at. But 5 weeks, he had to lose all that weight. And you know, Broner likes to go up and down in weight, but Jesus. Tooth went flying. He got caught. One of the craziest. But Calvin said he still has it. He even said Wilder still has it. He goes, "What's the last thing that goes is your punch, but Wilder needs it here first. He needs to get there." And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see Wilder back? Do you think he's done? Do you think? I mean, he's got a lot of problems, right? He's got a lot of issues outside of the ring that he needs to take care of. And like I said, we did not talk about it on our live stream because that's like, if you guys don't know, Google it, look on TMZ, because that's I don't like that in my wheelhouse. You guys think he's done? Yeah, maybe. I think so too. I mean, Gianna and I talked about it on our live stream the other day that Wilder didn't have that fire in his eyes like he normally does. He didn't have that killer instinct, and he was trying to box. And I personally think Malik Scott is not the right trainer for him, but to each their own. I think that you can't teach a dog new tricks, especially when you're going against a power puncher in Zhang. So I don't know. But yeah, I think it's time for him to hang it up. He's got a lot of stuff. With this outside noise too much come back from. Yeah. I mean, you see it. A lot of these fighters, they have real life issues. And if you don't clean up that part of your life, it will always come into your work life. It will always affect you, how you perform in the ring, how you perform, in training, you need to clear that up. And these are big problems. These are big problems. And the sad part is there's a lot of kids there. His kids are affected. Like, it's terrible. But like I said, I don't speak on that particular thing because I don't know. I just read what you guys read, and that's why we never actually say it out loud, because until Deontay Wilder comes out and says something, because we love Telly, but we stay neutral on this. We don't know anything. we just yeah, kind of just all hope for the best, that everyone heals properly and whatnot. Anywho, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, later I'm going to chop up all the stuff, because we're a podcast. We're not a typical YouTube channel that everyone posts the same thing. No, because that's not who Giandra and I are. So I'm just going to post a couple clips, the funny clips, post a couple of the clips from Gervonta's scrum and the questions I asked him. And I did ask him about Ramadan. So he really truly is a Muslim, because we didn't know if he was or not. And he doesn't go by Abdullah. He only goes by it because that's his Muslim name. Because, he even Calvin said, he goes, after Ramadan, he looks so skinny. But Tank said to me that he's used to it. He doesn't eat during the day because he's a night person. So it wasn't anything different, but he said it was a really good experience. And, he has a different outlook and just clarity. And, a lot of things he was going through, we all know that. So maybe something like that, maybe for Wilder, no ayahuasca, because maybe the ayahuasca now. If you're not going to fight, then find your healing stuff. But I was like, huh? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Antoine, where are you from? Yeah, I like the energy both guys were giving. Like I said, we didn't know if Tank was going to show, but he really did show up, and he came out in full in Tank fashion. I love it. It was, and I couldn't help it because, we're all about fashion also. I didn't want to ask in front of everyone because everyone likes to kind of steal our shtick. We do our swag cam, and that man has diamonds galore. He didn't wear a lot of diamonds today, but he has what is that called? Oh my God, I can't remember the name all of a sudden because I want that bracelet. Hold on, now it's like it's escaping the name. Van Cleef. There you go. He had that bracelet on. And is that Van Cleef Arpels, I think. Yeah, Van Cleef Arpels. Yeah, I really want that bracelet. And everyone now is Virginia. Okay. Oh, Virginia, thank you. Are you still there, Antoine? Because it says I have 0 stream. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can get off the stream. I don't think anyone's going to be coming by. I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone's there. Antoine, anyone there? If you guys all left. Oh, I see 2 people now. Well, thanks for tuning in to Virginia, from Virginia. Who do you have, Antoine? Do you have a Tank by Stoppage? No, I can't. No, it's not have fun. I'm still working, but I don't want to go stand in the middle of over there. I'd rather just chat with you guys because it's just gonna be a media workout, and I don't need that stuff, honestly, because everyone will be posting the same exact stuff. I'd rather talk boxing with you guys because it's very rare that we get to do this during a fight week, and you never know who comes in these doors. So, Antoine, who do you have winning? Do you have Tank by stoppage? Do you have Frank by decision? Or do you have Tank by decision? Tank KO 7. Why 7? Why do you think the 7th? And what do you have David Benavidez versus Gvozdyk? I haven't picked. I know it's gonna be Tank. I want to say KO. I don't know what round. I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance, but I don't know if Frank will be able to take his power. It's very rare that people go 12 rounds with Tank. Going take couple rounds, feel for feel power, similar to, yeah, I see that. I think, I would say, I think 8. I'll say 7, 8. I'll probably go to 8. Or do you, similar to Rolly, do you bet? I've become like into betting because I've been doing all right, especially at the parlays. And so that's why I'm getting into betting more, just so I can try to get sponsored. And also I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. David, yes, I think it's a stoppage too. I saw in rings, it's a lot of unanimous decision, but I saw TKO 10, 9. I even saw just one for, what's his name? Oh, Gvozdyk by Diego Morales. Diego Murillo for Ring TV. So he's like, why not? You never know. I love a good underdog story. You guys know that. I don't know. I'd like, after this Tank fight, I would like Tank to go I would like him to unify. There are some, there's Shakur, there's Baranchik, there is Loma. And Calvin, he was just talking about that, you guys were looking at Loma, but that was like at the beginning, because Loma is, everything he's accomplished. But now it's kind of like rewind, all the people that you guys were looking at, now they all have belts. Well, Loma has the belt again. Oh, you think Russell? Okay, against Apueo. Yeah, Russell got fast. Those fast hands. But the problem is, I wish the Russell brothers fought more. They fought like once a year. You can't, that's major ring rust. I mean, but think about it. Tank is 14 months layoff. We know this, being in the ring is different from training and sparring. Like, you have to physically hit with no headgear to like understand where you're at. I don't know. Tank is just built different. There's people. I don't know. We'll see about Russell. I'm excited about the undercard presser. I want to see what these boys have to say. Adames he says he's a boogeyman. I'm a big fan of Janibek, and he's the boogeyman to me. Adames, thankfully, rightfully, he was elevated to the WBC full champ, because he was always the interim for since 2021. And I hope Jermel, is it Jermel or Jamal? Well, I can't remember, but I hope he gets his life in order, everything is situated. But they had to, they had to elevate him, because he can't fight. And I think that's a fight that needs to be made next if he gets past. Is he fighting Gachet? I don't know, but I think Janibek is the boogeyman. That man hits hard as. Hi, Fred Willis. Welcome. The undercard is nice. It is. I'm excited. For the thing that David Benavidez is on the card, that's pretty cool. Because, when I asked him and his dad, it's like, why not fight on the undercard of Tank? Because people are like, why don't you have your own card? Who cares? You're fighting on Prime. You're fighting on a Tank undercard. You're fighting in Vegas, and you're fighting on the 100th fight in Las Vegas. That's memorable. That will go down in history, whether you win or lose. But you're on the bill. Took the long enough to do. I know. I'm like, if Nancy's still on here from WBC and Supreme, they had to. It's just like David Benavidez. He was the interim for so long. And I mean, I get it. He was trying to fight Canelo. But the WBC, I understand with mental health issues, there's, but this is gone. It was too much. It was too much of what was happening. And you need to put your boxing life on hold, let other people fight, and be business while you become you work on your life and your family and whatnot. That's why I say that respectfully about Ben. Like, all these people that have all these issues outside of the ring, take care of that, because if not, it's just going to come back twofold, threefold, and it can come back worse. Fred Willis, where are you chiming in from? And who do you have winning on for Tank Davis and the Frank Martin and Benavidez versus Gvozdyk? I'm taking your predictions right now. My phone charging. I'm so bummed Giandra wasn't able to come, but I get it. It's only 1,000 degrees here, but it's good. She's, she wishes she were here, but we're gonna be going live together more often when she had on the weekends because we really enjoyed it. And if you missed our last live last weekend, I mean, we caught up on everything, and we are doing. Oh, New York, I have Tank winning and David winning. Do you have Tank stoppage? And if so, what round? And David, do you have a stop? And if you have a stoppage, or point? Well, welcome. I used to live in New York. Do I miss it? No. No, I don't. It was nice. I love New York, but not anymore. I'm reading all of these things since I live in Vegas. A company from Arizona plans to build a $1.2 billion sports and wellness resort in Las Vegas and the world's largest indoor track and field arena. I mean, I know that there are all these plans for 2 NBA hotels. We don't even have an NBA team. It is the sports capital of the world. That's why, hence, if you guys don't know, we dropped it. Like, we finally said it out loud. And Giandra and I have been planning this a long time, actually. We finally said it out loud on our stream that we are going into other sports. We will still have Best Women's Boxing Period, but we will have also, as the umbrella, as the main parent, Best Women's Sports Show, period. So we're going to be doing probably F1, WNBA, because I did not. Giandra knows her. Geez, especially with everything that's been happening in WNBA. When she told me her cousin used to be Chicago, whatever their team is. That was her cousin. I don't know if she's still a coach, but she's like, I've been watching it. She knows all these players. I'm like, yeah, she needs to cover it. And so we're looking into that, and also something else. What was the other one? Maybe football. I don't know. We're looking into that, and obviously we can't all do it because we are mothers and we can't be 10 places. So we're gonna look to expand and hire some people as just help us out and be on the show and whatnot. Wishing you ladies great success. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Chicago Sky. That's it. Yeah. So for us to say it out loud, because we've been saying, and I see a lot of other YouTubers are doing the same thing, but we've been thinking about it way long ago, and we're finally just putting the pieces together. And also, we need money, so if you guys know any sponsors that want to sponsor us, but that's just where it is, especially WNBA. Caitlin Clark, this whole thing, we had a whole discussion on it of what is it really? Is it about because she's a rookie and she's basically being hazed? Is it racism? Is it because she's getting paid a lot? What is it? And we had a nice little discussion about it, and we were very open about it, and that's just what it is. But hey, remember, Caitlin Clark, she plays dirty too, so. And I have no dog in that game because I don't know WNBA. I just see what I see and I watch it. And I was like, oh, these girls are feisty. But look at how many people are watching it. Did you ever watch WNBA until them two, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? No. I watch it now because I want to see what's going to happen. Is someone going to shove someone? Is someone going to mock someone? But it's fun, I'm a fan of the show, so sign up. Oh, thank you, Antoine. Yeah, and then hopefully you'll be able to sign up for our memberships, our YouTube, because I'm telling you, because Giandra's, if you have not seen the swag that she gets from her entertainment stuff, it's crazy. I'm telling, she gets Beats headphones, like the earbuds and the over the head. She got some Jordans. She gets everything, and she can't. I mean, she doesn't even post a lot of it on her story, on her Instagram stories. But she gets so much. And so she's like, I even said to her, I go, why don't you just give it away on our show? And she's like, that's a good idea, instead of just storing it. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do like blind grab bags, and we'll always make sure there's stuff, and there's going to be boxing stuff. Like I said, we get from promotions, and some of it, like like a special one. I'll be like, this is a tank giveaway that it will be like maybe a hat, a merch, but you know, the merch is not cheap. So you guys are getting at least minimum a $50 gift from us when you only have to spend like $5.99 or depending on the tier that you guys get. Obviously the more expensive tier, which is $5.99, the better the grab bag it will be. You know, Giandra and I, we know how to give gifts. We're women. Sign me up. I know. Once we get it, once we tried getting it set up, but YouTube has like all these rules about certain things of what you can and cannot write, but Giandra's working on it. So we will post about it. We'll let everyone know. I even put a poll up there. So if you guys go on the YouTube on after this or later, we always have polls. We love polls because we love engaging with the fans and with everyone that watches the show because it's just fun. And I love the banter. Like my Frank Martin interview, you know, people like, I think it was maybe the first hour I posted it got already like 200 views, and that's great. You know, I mean, we're not a huge channel like Fight Hub. One day we will be, but it was just good because the interaction, and even like the interaction that we still on Keith Thurman talking about fighting Clarissa Shields, it is still popping on our shorts like crazy. And so yeah, he still totally wouldn't mind. And Clarissa Shields is it's always they're always coming out and saying something. Like even some of our old shorts is still popping, like with Oscar De La Hoya. It's just fun. But we love reading. And I respond to a lot of them. John and I respond to them. I like a lot of them, even if it's not nice. Well, some of them I some responses I'm like, I have to delete this because this is like, I'm surprised YouTube did not flag them. I'm like, keep it respectful, guys. But it's good. I appreciate that you guys you know, chime in and tune in and watch us and talk boxing, and we talk about everything else, and we do our, you know, it's just like when Giandra and I don't get to see each other, it's like it's our catch up, and then you guys just happen to be on, you guys get to witness it. Or like, how's your day? We get to talk about, like, my son is fully potty trained now. He's 3 years old, so it's been getting there. And or like he'll come jump on the live because I don't have a nanny that day. So he'll be like, hi. He'll just be like talking and touching the mic. Yeah. So everyone pretty much left for the thing. I know tomorrow will be a much busier day. I wish, yeah, I just don't want to go all the way over there and bring all my gear because I have a lot of gear. I have a full show of stuff in my luggage, and I don't like to leave stuff here because it is a media room and we don't know a lot of people here, and you never know. People have gotten a lot of things stolen from here, and it's bad. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see on this thing. Out. Oh, do you guys follow UFC? What is going on with Conor Ben? I met you at the Canelo fight at the lobby bar, and I remember you, Fred Willis. You're very personal and full of boxing knowledge. Yeah, I remember you. Okay. Thank you for chiming in. Yeah, another week here. You're not at the same fight. Why not? But the Canelo fight was good. I mean, he did carry Jaime. Let's not get that twisted. Let me see of what is happening. Yeah, is Conor fighting? Because I know Chandler's out. And yeah, let me see. Who is this? What is this? I'm looking for my credential to see what time. Oh, I know that they sent out a new one, a new credential thing of revised scheduling. Who is fighting or who's training right now or who's out there? 4:30, David Benavidez. So right now it's 3:46 is Terrell Gachet, then Cuello, Gvozdyk. Okay. I don't really need to go. I mean, Yeah. I mean, I was warned that today is not a Radio Row day, but I'm on Radio Row. So. But yeah, you see that? Oh no, you can't see her. Let me see. Oh wait, so that lady. Oh well, there's Kelly Swanson. Wait, where'd she go? That lady in the black with the blonde hair. That is Floyd Mayweather's PR. She's been with him since the beginning. The famous Kelly Swanson. Love her. She's a good mentor. She's a great mentor, and I love talking to her. And she does a lot of big things in boxing. She's been doing this a long time, and it's hectic. Oh, who else is here? Yeah, I don't know who else is here. But let's see. Maybe I should just sign off, you guys. Okay, I know. Thank you guys for staying. What was your opinion on Tank not being at the arrivals yesterday? I would have been a bit let down. Yeah, I was a little, I was disappointed that he didn't show up for the fans that bought not bought tickets, but bought they flew out just for the fight, or maybe this is their only day yesterday to come and see his, hopefully get an autograph. And people stood outside, and it's flipping hot out here. But he did apologize. But still, at the end of the day, it's like it's kind of, it wasn't cool. But he did say he's going to stay after the fight and mingle with the fans, take pictures with the fans, because at the end of the day, it's the fans that come ride with you. It's not promotion companies, it's nobody. It's the fans to help you become successful. At the end of the day, they're the ones buying your tickets, they're the ones buying your merch, they're the ones buying your pay-per-view, they're the ones supporting you at the end of the day. So yeah, I felt kind of let down, but he was apologetic. But Gervonta's Gervonta. He just wasn't happy about certain things, and he made it clear. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on that. So I think maybe I might wrap up, guys, because it's quite. I mean, I wasn't on the live stream for 3 hours, but this time, tomorrow I will be talking a lot more. I won't be really getting any. I might go and during the press conference and take it, or I'll stay on the live with you guys and watch it. But would it be all right if I got off the live so I can edit? And then, yeah, I can go edit some of the footage that I have so I can post on socials. Because as of right now, there's no fighters. There's nobody coming through. Nobody. Oh, now my live stream numbers are going up. There's like now 7 people on. Wait a minute. Who are the 7 people on here right now? And I'm hungry. I'm starving. You guys can send me, money in this stream here, because it goes to our YouTube channel. You can buy me a cocktail or buy me a snack. You don't have to, but anything helps. Oh, there's Lucy. I was lurking while I was cooking. You have a great night. If you need to leave. No, Lucy, you're here. If you guys don't know, Lucy was on live stream, asking great questions, stayed on the chat. I'll stay on for maybe like till 4, like 10 more minutes at least. Because all of a sudden my numbers went up, because I had more numbers earlier, but then I had to go during the press conference, and then I lost everyone. Yeah. Where are you from, Lucy? Are you from? And who do you have winning, Tank or Tank Davis, or Frank Martin, or what's it called? Or and David versus Gvozdyk. I live in Michigan, was born in Canada. Oh, my boyfriend is a huge Michigan State fan. Oh my God, the big house. Huge. Oh, you got Gvozdyk. Oh, let me scoot in. Why? To the 7 people on my stream right now, and people who are going to watch this, like, why do you have Gvozdyk as an upset? By knockout or stop? Or points? You're the second person that has it by upset. Why do you think that? And do you have Tank with stoppage? See, Antoine, let's just sip our tea here. Let's see why Lucy has that prediction. Fred, if you're still on, I got it. Count down. Yeah, I want to know why you have that. Yes. Okay, yeah. So this is interesting. Lucy has, I think he's an overall better boxer and naturally bigger man. Really? Have you not seen David Benavidez? He's huge. I think Tank by late stoppage and Goswick by clear decision. Interesting. Oh, okay. I understand that David Benavidez is moving up in weight and he's taking on a challenge. I'm glad he's doing that because what else is he's not gonna wait around for Canelo right now at 168. But if Canelo says we'll fight, then he'll go down. But Gvozdyk is also I think he was an Olympian, a Ukrainian Olympian. I mean he's ex-world champion. He's got skills, the nail, he's got a good solid foundation. I don't know if the only thing I can think of is if Gvozdyk it can back up Benavidez and have him fighting off the back foot. Is the only thing I can think of. So, because Benavidez gets stronger and stronger, and he's just a come forward fighter, and he's just a pressure fighter that will just be throwing punches and bunches in all angles and power shots. So I think I'm not saying that David Benavidez can't fight backwards because he can, but his strong points are going forward. But David is huge. Even remember Najee's like, when I sat next to him, he's like, yo, bro, like, and he's not that, he's like 6 foot. David's just big. And when he was 15, 16, he sparred Gennady. Gennady of all people. And even Gennady's like, you hit hard for your age. And that was then. So imagine like 10 years, I want to say he's 26, something like that. He's mid-20s, late 20s. He's only grown into his man strength and he's in his prime. Lucy, we're going to have to see. Yeah, Gvozdyk beat Adonis Stevenson in his back area, but Adonis Stevenson was, I don't know. Oh, hello, Anthony Monahan. Why do you think that USA is not producing many top heavyweights these days? I don't think Gvozdyk can make 168. We'll find out on the scale. That's why I don't do my betting. That's why I do my betting show that I started. It will be my 3rd show after the weigh-ins because I want to see how drained they are. Or even Calvin Ford said, he goes, what's the next thing you're going to be doing? It's like the next battle, we have to make sure the scale. Yeah, but that was Gvozdyk then. And then remember he did actually, sadly, someone passed away in the ring and that's why he retired. And I think he did come back for a fight. He did all right. It wasn't the best, but I don't know. I think maybe it's a guy that's not in his prime anymore versus a man that's in his prime. But hey, I love a good upset. Lucy, I love this. They playing football instead. David has very fast hands. Anthony, so back to your question. Why do you think that USA is not producing top heavyweights anymore? Well, I mean, you have Jared Anderson. Like I said, all the noise outside of their boxing life has got to be taken care of. And they just need to focus now that he listened to Turki Al-Sheikh to go train with Sugar Hill for this big fight in Los Angeles against Martin Bacoli. I don't know. I don't know why there isn't. That's kind of a bummer because Deontay Wilder was like the last great heavyweight in my generation right now because he was the longest reigning. But you do have like Jared Anderson, and that was a fight that hopefully Turki Al-Sheikh wanted, but we saw what happened with Wilder. I don't know. I don't know why we don't. That's a really good question. Maybe I'm going to ask. Best now. Michael Hunter's still around. Yeah, Michael Hunter's still around. Hassim Rahman Jr. Michael Hunter just fought on the Broner card. He fought, what's his face? Chance Chaney? Cassie Chaney? Chance, whatever his name is. Hunter threw all the punches and Chaney didn't do anything. I was like, you dismantled. I forgot who he totally fought. And he looked great against. That's why I thought this would be a good fight. And I'm like, snooze fest. Cassius Chaney, there you go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that fight. That was that was pretty bad. Yeah. Did you get a Tank interview? No, I'm just there. Welcome back. I got a scrum because Tank doesn't do interviews. He only did interviews with certain people, like the sponsors, like pbb.com. You guys can watch it on there. If you guys don't watch it on PBC, on Prime, what was it? And you can talk to Jim Lampley, famous Jim Lampley, and some other channels that Tank knows of that from Baltimore. But I did ask him some questions. Since I was smacked right in his face, I'm going to be posting some of that. The questions I asked about Ramadan, and then some of the great questions people asked, and I'll post it up there on our socials, and I'll post the Calvin Ford on socials as like clips, and then also on our YouTube, because that was the only interview that I could really get, because he does not do interviews. I mean, Najee he's special because he traveled to him. But watch, one day, Giandra and I, it's gonna happen. He beat the hell. That's a Trevor Bryant. Yeah, and that's why it was like the different Cassius. I'm like, who was that Cassius that fought Bryant, and who is this Cassius that's not doing anything in the ring right now? Oh yeah, Jim Lampley is great. Yeah, he's great. He's the mentor of mine. I remember when I first started in boxing, I was doing the undercard. I called the undercard. I was doing color commentary with Kevin Kelly, the Flushing Flash, for 360 Promotions, and it was the final HBO fight, and it was with Cecilia Brækhus versus Kaylee Reese. Okay, so Kaylee Reese is now a Hollywood starlet. She's on True Detective, Night Country, but I knew her when I first interviewed her, and I was doing that. And I remember talking to Jim Lampley, and I was fairly new still in the business, and I was like, how would I go about doing it was a sit-down interview with Tom Loeffler. I rented a studio. I remember had my cameraman, and it was, and Jim's like, okay, how do you have the scenario? Like, what kind of questions are you looking to ask? And I said, I know that I have questions prepared, but just be prepared that I won't be able to ask them all the time, and never write out the questions, because depending on the flow. So it was really good. And to this day, when he saw me, because that's when it was the last HBO, he retired and then he came back. So he saw me as color, and he's like, whoa, you're doing color for a legendary fight. And then he saw me doing color for other fights, because I really want to do color commentary also. And then now he sees me here. He's like, wow, it's crazy that he's seen the trajectory of my career from the very beginning till now. And now he's back in boxing. Yeah, it's just now all we need was Papa Harold. Oh, Harold Letterman. Harold Letterman was the best. He was a good friend of mine, and he was a good man, and just be like, hey, Jim. And then who else is there? Larry Merchant. I remember I have an interview on, I think, on my personal channel and on Ring. I was like, what's the best advice? Oh no, actually, I asked him this advice when I saw him walking one day, and he gave me the best advice whenever I'm asking questions in the ring or anything. He's like, the best advice I can give you is listen, because a lot of people don't listen to the fighter or what the question is being asked, because they're so focused on the next question that they're going to ask that you miss a gem when they're giving a question or they're giving an answer. You can do a follow-up. And he was like, and that's so important that people miss that. I said, absolutely. Yeah, Larry's still around. He still watches boxing. My colleague Steve Kim talks to him. This is Ice-T, by the way. What do you think is the best boxing in Las Vegas? MGM, hands down. Why do I say that? It's because you can park at MGM. You don't have to walk far like T-Mobile. You have to physically park at like outdoors and then walk. Yeah. And it's just, it's just a huge arena, and MGM is it's easy, and that's why it's the 100th fight, and it's fun. It's everything's all in one. I don't mind if it was at Caesars, like how they used to do it, but I know they're not going to do it. But I think that for a bigger venue, that would be it. I don't know of any other place that has a big venue. I don't know. I want to try Sphere. Oh no, Sphere, that's even worse. I remember my boyfriend and I went to go watch the Earth show. we took an Uber, and the only way you can get to the Sphere, you have to get dropped off in front of Venetian, go through the Venetian from the front, and walk all the way to the other side. And then when you leave, you have to go down the stairs or elevators. If you don't want to go all the way back to the front to get an Uber, go through the casino, you go downstairs, and it drops you off. There's nothing. There's no Ubers. You have to basically chase them down, and it's the convention center right next door. So you're hoping that you'll get some traffic from the convention center traffic, but there was none. We witnessed an accident because people were not paying attention. People are just kind of like running and trying to find an Uber. So Sphere would be cool, but I know that UFC is going to be planning on their first fight September 14th during Mexican Independence Day. But that would be cool. I mean, if the ring was in the floor, because every seat in that place is a good seat, but it's just the screens are just big. I don't know, but that's my opinion. I know a lot of people like T-Mobile, but no, it's too big. They have women's boxing blowing up now, but it seems like PBC doesn't get down like that for some reason. Yeah, they don't. Sadly, they used to have Clarissa Shields on here. No, and Clarissa has been very, very open about not fighting, and a lot of people. I don't know the reason. I don't know. I always, you know me, I'm always asking about a women's card, but I stopped asking about PBC because it's always the question. It's just they're just gonna say no. I think who was it? Was it Tank that had a cousin? He had someone fight. I think it was Tank. Someone's cousin. It was a girl that fought, and it was PBC, but it wasn't. It was not even on YouTube. So, yeah, I think. I mean, right now, and like we talked about, Lucy. I don't know if you heard about this. We were talking about this earlier. Thank you, Antoine. I know I can't wait to see my content either. We were talking about the boxing league, and a lot of people are actually talking about it since we talked about it earlier. That if Turkey Al-Sheikh bought all the companies, and it's not buying, he's not going to fully 100% buy because no one's going to sell. Even if there's a stake, a minority stake in, say, PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy, whatnot, so they can have like a UFC type of league. The first thing I thought of is women's boxing will be no more because they're not going to give a shit about women's boxing because they don't put women's boxing on right now. There's none on any of the Wembley card, the Joshua Dubois card, which easily they could have put someone there because it's not. Yeah, so there's no one knows too much about the league because it's just what we hear, but there's no stipulations of who will play. Allegedly, Golden Boy and Matchroom are in talks. They're helping. I don't know, but it's just it's more of like, what do you feel? And even Tank Davis, he answered. He goes, I don't think it's going to happen because promoters don't like to play with each other. They don't like to right now. They don't even like to work with each other. But anything can happen when there's a lot of money at stake. I don't know. That's the thing. But if they know that certain things they're not going to cover women's boxing, that would be a shame. That would be a shame. That would be taking our sports backwards. Like, yes, boxing would have great fights, but women's boxing is on the rise. Try telling Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Heather Hardy, who had to retire because of everything that she's gone through and because of boxing. All do good for women fighters individually. Yeah, but if they don't put the fights on, yeah, it would be awful. It would be awful. Because if they're gonna, let's just say that they do it as a league, and it's the whole company, which I don't think it would happen. But if Turkey's gonna say, you guys all have to sit at the table and I will decide, as the Grand Council, because we always say we need one Grand Council over all of these sanctioning bodies. How would that be? But if they say women's fight and he says no, then what's the point? What's the point of a league? I think it's what they're doing right now is the 5x5, 5-on-5, 5-versus-5 in different cities and doing their Riyadh season. I think that's great because promoters are putting on their fighters against other fighters. I think that's a great that's a great option. But I don't know. We have to hear more. We don't know much more about this league because it's just a headline, and people, I heard from UK people, it's just a minority stake, and then some people are saying it's more percentage. But you have to also understand, Bob Arum had his company forever, Golden Boy, all those people, are they willing to give up a little percentage of their company to give to Saudi? I don't know. And I think that's a big deal. Yeah, well, if he has final say, you would think there would be very little or no women's fights at all. Yeah, if he has little say, because he's the one with the money. You owe the one with the power, the one with the money has all the power. Regardless if he even has 5% stake, who's paying? Think about that. Even if it's on a massive undercard, they're like, oh, just put a girls' fight on there. Who's gonna pay? At the end of the day, it's Saudi's money. Oh my God, Fred, thank you. I need to screenshot that for Giandra. Oh my God, Fred, thank you. Oh, I'm gonna post what he just. Fred. I don't know if I can I show it? I don't even know. Oh, Fred. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate you. That goes into the Best Women's Boxing Show Fund. Wow. Saudis are unlikely to have women's boxing, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's a consensus of what everyone is talking about, because everyone's like, "Ooh, it's a shiny new toy," but it's like, "Oh, damn!" There's always strings attached in some sort of way, because you're not going to get everything you want. You know what I mean? We're not going to be able to get the best women fighting the best on an all women's card paid by the Saudis. Think about that. I want everyone to win. I mean, like I said, if Turkey Outlet Sheikh was like, Chandra, Cynthia, I'd like to buy your show. Show us the money. We prefer 2 commas in there. Everyone's got to make money. So. For us, yeah. I don't know. It's a really big hot topic, and so I want to see other writers are writing about it, because they asked me, and I just said I know just as much as you, and a lot of them are writing based off of what we're all reading. So but it's nice to hear what a lot of the fighters, and Calvin said it's a good idea. He predicted this, but who's ultimately what's going to happen with certain fighters, and how are fighters going to be picked, and what about, is it going to be just really the best fighting the best? What about the people that are not top 20? Are they only going to focus on the top 15 or the top 5? And we don't know. So that is that. But yeah, let me see. I think it's going to be a wrap for me, because it's looking pretty dead, and I'm going to edit. I'm going to go eat. I'm really hungry. But I thank you guys. Thank you, Fred. I thank you, Lucy, Anthony Monahan, Antoine almost Stuber, everyone that joined the chat. And I am, what's your name? I am something. I just can't find your name now. Everyone, thank you all for joining me. I will be more active tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I get on the Radio Row, because we're not a big channel, not yet, but we will be. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing and liking and just writing with Giandra and I for our crazy show that we love so much. I will be posting whatever I can. Please like, share, join in the polls, join in the conversation. Go get in fights with people. I do. I like to egg people on. And join me tomorrow. I will be posting. Just I don't know what time. I know that I think the press conference starts at 11 a.m. So I will try to go on before that. So I swear, every time I'm trying to get off, someone joins. Yeah, go eat. I know. Usually I'm starving and you guys get to talk, speak amongst yourselves and have to go to the bathroom, but this time it's a wrap. I have to pee and I'm hungry and I'm starving and I'm thirsty. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And look out tomorrow for a post on all our socials, what time I'm going live, and if I'm going to go live. But I will make sure I go live. And let's chat some more boxing because I want to see what your predictions are for the undercard presser. And then maybe we'll learn more about this boxing league, or I don't know, something's always happening in boxing every minute of the day. So we'll find out. All right, guys, I'm Cynthia Conte. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Live stream. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys. I better do my mic. Bye, guys. Thank you.